crispy and sweet. How do you do? It's time for this week's Apple Review.
Hello, welcome to this week's Apple Review. I'm Crispy Carl. It's April, which means we are now 6 months past the time when apples are typically harvested in the Northern Hemisphere. Many varieties of apple remain available year-round because of controlled atmosphere cold storage. Controlled atmosphere means they manipulate the gases in which the apples are stored so they are best preserved. Apple producers control levels of humidity, decrease oxygen, and increase carbon dioxide, all while storing them near freezing between 32 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Honeycrisp and Fuji are two varieties known to be finicky in what temperatures and atmospheres they will keep. Evercrisp apples are a crossbreed between those two varieties, and I was planning to review them this week. However, I was not able to find a good example. It would appear those picky parent breeds have made Evercrisp not so everly crisp. I bought Evercrisp from two different markets, and both showed signs of poor storage, with browning present inside of the apples. Not much nuance to their flavor, other than very sweet tasting. Which brings us to this week's contestant, Pazazz. Pazazz apples are a new variety of apple that was created through a natural cross-pollination between Honeycrisp and an unknown cultivar. Pazazz apples were developed further to be an improved variety in terms of taste, coloring, climate tolerance, and cold storage longevity. Now, I've had a couple of these Pazazz this week. I was very impressed with what they tasted like, as well as the crispiness and general quality. I was very disappointed in some of the Evercrisps I had in the same time span, which is why we'll be reviewing the Pazazz this week. As you can see, the Pazazz has got some more reddish coloring than you would see in a typical Honeycrisp, and it's also got yellow. You don't see yellow very much, but this is a very distinct yellow undertone throughout, with some of the spotting that we've seen on other apple varieties as well. So let's get down to business here, and we'll give it a taste. So that is pretty good. It's got a good bite to it. It's got crispiness. Give it a 4 out of 5 Crispies. And the flavors on this are loud. It's like a Honeycrisp, but kind of like turned up a bit. It's real good. I'm going to go in for more. Okay, so the flesh, as you can see, it's a little bit more yellow than it's a typical Honeycrisp, since it's what we're known to be comparing this to, as it's unknown on the other side of the family tree, the apple tree, you might say. So, yeah, a little bit more yellow flesh. It's got very sweet, but at the same time, that sweetness is balanced by like a punchy tartness. It's very nice. It's kind of like a lot of flavors going on in there. Well, maybe I just like a tart apple, but this is really speaking to me. The tartness is really good. The sweetness is there to balance it. Yeah, so this one, you might say, could possibly have found the apple of my eye. I think that this will be getting 9 out of 10 apples, which would put it on the same tier as the outstanding organic Honey Crisp I had earlier in the series. So until next week, folks, stay crispy.
Keep them in cold storage first, with low O2 just like we rehearsed. When I cut them up, I see they turn brown.